Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado on this beautiful fall day. It's nice and crisp outside this morning, so I'm pretty excited to be doing this 2022 Antero Bamaga. It's right behind me, and it is a 4x4, so let's get right into it. We'll start with those wheels and tires. So we have the upgraded rims and tires. These are the BF Goodrich, so it has a thicker lining inside of the tire, so it's an all-season tire. The KO2s, of course, are very well known. Thicker, like I was saying, on the inside here, just to give it a little bit more durability while you're going down the road, off-roading. Just gives you all of the freedom. And then we do have little rock guards in here. It has nice little spigots to kind of prevent those rocks from getting built up in there while you are 4x4ing. Sliding across over from our tires, we have a nice step up here. I like how it has the holes inside of it too, so for snow it makes it a little bit less slip resistant there. And sliding up here, just the standard Mercedes lights here with your blinker. And going all the way up, we have our custom roof rack with our electric awning and the LED light track inside. It does have the wind sensor in it as well, that most of you guys are fairly familiar with, so it's nice having that out. If a big gust of wind comes by, you don't have to worry about anything. It'll just kind of retract itself back in to prevent any damage. Taking a look at our windows, we have a nice big window here that is tinted. I do have it blacked out on the inside too, just so I can show you all the lighting inside of there as well. And then sliding over from our Bamaga logo, we have our first window that opens, which will be in the bedroom. It does just have a nice little slide with the screen, so you don't have to worry about any bugs. Right over here, we have our exterior solar port. Just to have the freedom of some additional solar that's already built into your van, so you can easily access them on Amazon. And you also have 3 90-watt solar panels up above on the roof. We'll slide over here to our rear, open up these doors for you. Alrighty, so up above you can see on our custom roof rack up there we have a nice little light bar, just a small one for the rear, and below that we have our backup camera. And then directly below that we have our little bug screen. It does have a zipper as well as Velcro, so if you just wanted to rip it completely off, you can. You have a half point one, and then you also have a full point one, and you have a nice little window there too, just if you want to keep the bugs out, but you do want that cool breeze to come in. You do have that option where you can roll it up and have a little window in there as well. We have 2 charging points with 2 USBs right out here. Fairly simple. And then once we get over here, this is where we have our underbed lighting, our water pump, our rear scene lights, and then we have our, that's where you just turn on for this, drawing a blank, on the air compressor, sorry about that. So you have a nice little built-in air compressor. It can definitely fill up some flat tires, a canoe, any kind of activities that you'd like to. If you're going to the lake and you want to blow up some floaties or anything like that, it's kind of nice to have. And then you also have a nice little cool place during the summer to kind of come and hang out and relax. And then you have your outdoor shower here. There is no indoor shower, but that doesn't mean you're not going to have any hot water. You do have a hot water tank in here. It's going to be 2.5 gallons that it will heat at a time. And then your gray tank is going to be 20 gallons and your freshwater tank is going to be 18. Sliding down over here, we just have a nice little extra step. It is nice and slip resistant, just like the other one. And then we do have a tow hitch here for your connector, just for your brakes. 5,000 pound towing capacity on here, which is pretty standard for Mercedes. And then I will go ahead and explain a few things inside of here, just because it gets kind of tight once we both get in there. But this is going to be your little porta potty. Whoops, the cushion came off. So you do have a little flushing mechanism right here, so it will flush the things away. It's not like an actual porta potty where you can see everything that's in there, but it is going to be just 2.5 gallons. So you kind of use it as an emergency toilet, or just, I mean, do as you please. But it is there, it's accessible, and it's also dualed as a seat. The cushion does kind of button on, but I'm not going to go through that in front of you guys right now. And then sliding over here, this is where our built-in air compressor is, if you just kind of wanted to take a peek. And then we have some hoses as well, and some extra accessories in there for you. But as you can see, the air compressor right over here. And we just got some water lines for our cold and hot water. And then our air compressor connector right here. Oops. These are kind of just little access points in case you drop something while the bed is stationaried out for you. So you can't really put any storage in here, but you can get a little creative with it if you'd like. Then you have little storage right here to kind of put some maybe fold-away chairs or anything like that. This one will be the same directly over there, the same as well. Now I'll kind of pop over here. This is where our lithium-ion batteries are. So we have a total of 4 lithium-ion batteries. And they're going to be 105 amp hours each. So that gives us a total of 420 amp hours. And then we do have a 3,000 watt inverter. I'll show you. There is our Xantrax inverter. So nice having an upgraded inverter. Standard, they're kind of 2,000 watts. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and close it up. And we'll show you the passenger side. So here is our second window that you can open up that is directly in the bedroom area as well. We have a nice little ladder so you can go ahead and check your solar panels, check out your AC unit or anything, kind of put some stuff up there. And then this is your sanitize, your flush, your drain, your fill, all the good stuff here for that freshwater tank. And then your dump is directly below. So it's kind of nice not having that black tank, not having a little cassette toilet, just having that emergency little porta potty. Just because if you're kind of using it as a little travel mobile, hobby mobile for hunting, fishing, hiking, skiing, any of that, it kind of just makes you feel a little bit more comfortable in a way where you don't have to really maintenance a lot of things. Right here is your 30 amp shore power cord. So you'll charge up those lithium-ion batteries before you're heading on out. And then you can always use your chassis, which I have it running right now. That will help charge those batteries as well. So here is our leather seats. They are heated and they do swivel. Everything else is pretty much going to be manual, except your lumbar is electric. And for our fuel, we have a 24.5 gallon diesel fuel. Keep in mind the diesel fuel is also not only used to run the chassis, but it is also used for your heating inside of this unit as well. But the heating is great just because you use 1 gallon of that diesel fuel and it heats your van, for about 22 hours. So this is definitely a great winter mobile to keep everything nice and warm. I forgot to pop the hood, sorry. One moment. There we go. Fully insulated to help keep all that warmth in and the cool in as well. All right. All right, I'll go ahead and pop that open. Super basic as far as the Mercedes. This is a 2021 Mercedes 4x4 Sprinter. And it's on the 2,500 high roof, 144 inch wheelbase, but it is still that standard 3.0 liter 6-cylinder turbo diesel, 188 horsepower at 3,800 RPMs, and it is a 7G Tonic Plus 7-speed automatic transmission. We have our DEF fuel here, our coolant, our oil fill, and the dipstick is down below there. But everything's pretty accessible, and then you have your windshield washer fluid right here. Very easy to fill as well. And then if you needed to jump it in a doubt, you have your little jumper cables, one right here and the other one right there. But very basic, very reliable, engine. Alrighty, I just wanted to pop this back down because I love this little microfiber cover right here on the hood, especially if you are going to be going off-roading or just pure point blank living in Colorado. You're going to have a bunch of scratches from all the rocks on here, so this kind of is a little bit more durable than just the paint, and it's easy to buff out. Doesn't really chip any paint away just because it's kind of like that plasticky cover, but it's really nice. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and open the door and then I'm gonna pop out the awning. I do have to turn off the chassis really quick to run that out. So let me do that really quick. Alright, do have the AC running in here as well. So you can kind of somewhat, I know a lot of people come in here and they want to hear the AC just to see how noisy it is. This one is actually very quiet for a smaller van too. So here is our awning. As awning's coming out, I just wanted to show we have a nice little first aid kit on hand that has some food, has some Band-Aids, all that kind of stuff, just in case you get stranded while you're going out in the middle of nowhere, because this is what this van is meant to do, kind of take you all the way in the middle of nowhere, wherever you'd like to go. I actually seen a few vans when I just went on a hike to Hanging Lake. I thought it was kind of awesome just to hang out there all day since it's so beautiful. And then right over here we have our awning lights, our passenger scene light again, and then we have an under the bed light. Here is our Carefree awning controllers. So it does have a little safety, or if you turn it off, it won't ignite or come out if someone accidentally pushes it while you're going down the road. And then also having the chassis on too, but it's just another safety feature. More charging right here. This is a nice little kick up just so you can kind of boost yourself up on top of the bed, or it could be a nice little tie down for a doggo. And then you have your fire extinguisher right here. And then the fire, geez, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on everything today. The smoke detector, yes, thank you. Put that back later. And then now we have our little smart floor system here. So as once we get inside, you can see we only have a captain and a passenger's chair. But if you wanted to buy another chair aftermarket, you totally can. It looks exactly like these chairs up here, so it will be leather, have arms, but you can buy one that folds all the way down. So if you wanted to put one directly under the bed because you didn't want to have that hassle of taking out when you get to your campsite and kind of putting it back in, because they are kind of heavy, it is nice having that privilege of pulling it down and just putting your beds down and keeping it steady right in one place. Alrighty, so right now I don't have any of the lights on. I did have some of the windows, I had the main window in here blacked out, but I'll go ahead and turn these lights on just so you can kind of see it, brighten it up a little bit more. Up here is our Nomadic, don't judge me guys, but we have our AC here. It is on high, so as you can tell, I can really feel the nice cool air, but you can't really hear it, which is a very big deal for people camping. A lot of them come in and they want to know how noisy that AC system is. So this one is fairly quiet. Whoops, sorry, the latch over here. So now I will go ahead and show you the bed here. I personally love how, just put myself in a pickle here, sorry. Okay, I personally love how the bed splits in half, just so you can use one side as a desk or a little play area or just a little dining area, because you can easily take the cushions off. Or when you're ready to go to bed, you can fully collapse them. But the main reason why I love the bed being split in half is because you have a lot more comfortability to actually use the inside of the coach, and it's not as tight as our competitors. And just the garage area, there's a lot more headroom, so you can easily walk throughout the whole entire van. Here are those windows I was pointing out to you guys outside. So they easily lock and slide open. These are just nice little things that keep the heat out and the cool in. So they're nice and insulated here, and they're magnetic, so you can literally just slap them on. Not a big deal trying to zip them up or you know, the ones that are already built in that tend to break a lot. So I feel like these are a lot more reliable. I'm not that good to whip it on there in this awkward corner over here, but you guys get the point. Just fold them up and put them in this cubby. All right. So as far as storage space, we already know that there's not much down below. Most of it is going to be up above with these 3 cubbies. They aren't through and through, so they're all individual cubbies, and then you have one little one right over here. Our ceiling is all in nice, not really carpeted, but a nice, durable, easy to clean, carpeted feel. And then we have our nice little night light here, and this is just a little snapshot of our power cubby. You do have a USB charger in here, as well as 2 in here, and then 2 normal charging station in here. This is just for the lights, so you can change the colors throughout the whole entire van. It's kind of just staying on blue, but we get the point. Have our nice little remote here for our AC. You can put it on sleep mode, dry, cool, or just the fan, or you also have an eco mode to kind of help save those batteries. And then sliding over here is kind of the whole control area. You do have a built-in Bluetooth system that will play it throughout the whole entire van. This, let me turn it on here. Mismatch. This is going to be for your heating system. I kind of wanted to show you a little bit of the overview, but it's taking a little bit longer to kick on. So we'll just go down here. Here's our tank monitors. As far as the fresh, there is no black. But it will show our battery charge as well. So we have a healthy charge of 13.1 volts. Our master control, so you can turn everything off from right here, all of our lights, and then this is to turn on your hot water. Definitely don't want to turn that on if you don't have any water down below, or if it is winterized, you will do some damage there. And then you do have your Xantrax controller system right here as well, just so you can see everything that's going on there, troubleshoot it, and so forth. Here is one of our bigger cupboards for storage, and then directly below that we have another big one here. Perfect for some pot and pans and just a few cooking utensils. More storage right here. And we have 2 big drawers, and this does come out, so if you don't really want that there, you can pull it out. But perfect for some silverware, or just even like a little junk drawer to have some lighters, matches, all that good stuff right there, where it stays nice and organized. Now I'll go ahead and move all the stuff I got going on here. But we do have a cute little magnetic board here, especially if you're traveling around and you like to collect magnets or even stickers. You can switch to magnets just so you can put them all right here. Our cutting board. And then our 10-inch deep sink that comes with a strainer to wash off any of the veggies or just for washing your dishes. So pretty big sink, and then we have a nice little protector right here just to keep it clean. And then we have a little stopper for the water just so we can do the wash and rinse to save your water on board. And then it does have the little faucet that comes off to easily clean anything here. We do have our 1 true induction cooktop, so you want to make sure you do have induction compatible cookingware there. And then our fridge, pretty big fridge for a van. And then you have a little tiny freezer there with your little freezer tray. This is where you can set the temperature up there. Perfect. But this is a 12-volt fridge, so it's easily powered off of those lithium-ion batteries. This is just a nice little accent light. And then lo and behold, we do have a microwave. And I forgot what wattage this one is. Sorry, let me just check that out for you really quick. So the microwave, I just seen it. I want to say it's 400, but let me just double check. Here's the last place for the storage while I'm trying to find this here. Okay, yeah, so it's actually a 700 watt microwave. Perfect. Alrighty. Our last little place for some storage here. This is just where that, to kind of magnet up this windshield here to cover that off. And then you do have more for either window on either side for that passenger and driver's window. So I'll put that up here. Up here we have our battery merge, so just if you needed to jump your chassis batteries or your house batteries, you could do that. This is your light bar switch. Got some more storage right up in here with our little shades for the sun. And then, sorry, I'll go ahead and jump in here really quick. We have all of our lights up here as well to call for help if you need that. Definitely don't push that. Don't want to do that again. We have our little touchscreen up here. So this is the smaller version than what's out today, just to kind of mention that, but we're probably all familiar with that just because it's very Mercedes. You can add the apps, all that good stuff. Down here, we just have our camera, telephone, radio, and media. This one for the camera, it just so shows you directly behind you, only when you put it in reverse. Down here is just our heating controllers. Multiple cup holders. We have our little Antero just goodie bag, because it has a USB in here that will teach you everything you need to know about your new van. And it just has some nice little tools and some flashcards for some troubleshooting just in case you get in a pinch. And I think these are really handy. I've sold a few of these and I haven't got a lot of calls about any problems, so that's always a good sign that stuff like that works. And then of course you have your little Mercedes thing over there as well. And then sliding over here, we have our standard steering wheel. Whoops, sorry. I'll go ahead and turn on the chassis just so you guys can see that. But it does have the keyless start. We already talked about it. The heated swiveling leather seats, has cruise control and wireless charging tray for your smartphones. Whoops. The door's open, so I don't think I can show you the... It won't let me. Okay. You have a nice little red light here that'll scream at you if you start to put it in drive while the door's open. But you do have the hill assist, the crossed wind assist, airbags in the drivers and passengers, and then you have window airbags as well. And then you have active brake assist. So even though it is on a 2021 chassis, it still does have all of the upgrades. If you guys wanted to know a little bit more about our 2022 Antero Bamaga. This one is just our 4x4 model. We have another one that is actually an off-road package, which you guys can probably search here on YouTube, or you can go onto my page directly. I've done one of those as well. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you'd like to come out and test drive one of these, I highly recommend it. It is definitely a competitor out there in the van world for sure. The test drive will definitely sell it. So come out here and visit me here at Transwest, and I'd be happy to help you guys out. My information will be down below at 970-388-7937. Have a good day, guys.